And we're good.
That's our starting point.
That means we're good. All right, welcome home, everyone. We are back with a new episode today. I'm actually going to do the intro today.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm Drew Belcher. We have Jeff Tomasic and Low Raven with
Hello.
us. We actually have a crazy guest today. We have a special guest, a huge guest.
Oh, shit.
Pun intended. Chances are, if you were heavy on social media over the last 5 years or in the fitness industry in whatever way, and everyone loves following fitness IG thotties.
For sure.
Low included.
100%.
Then you probably already know this guy. He was one of the pioneers of building a personal brand in the fitness industry on Instagram. He's helped thousands and thousands of people transform their bodies and now scale their businesses online. Ladies and gentlemen, we have DEVIN Physique.
What up, guys?
Hey.
What's going on, dude?
Hey.
Slam dunk right there. Right
That was good, right? You know what? Usually Jeff does the intros,
Yeah.
but
It was good.
He was like, Drew, throw another intro out there. I was like, fuck, I gotta write it down.
I'm gonna sit back.
So yeah, that was obviously read off my fucking phone because like,
Practice makes perfect.
I was like, dude, I'm gonna fuck that one up. Anyway, good to see you, dude.
Good to see you,
You
bro.
are way bigger than the last time I saw you.
That's good though because I don't see you often. So if you give me that compliment, that means it's working.
You see a difference. You see a
Yeah.
You
difference.
know, like I see myself every day on my bed. But I'm looking a little small today.
No, you are looking. I mean, obviously you're insanely jacked as it is, but you are fucking huge right now.
When was the last time I saw you? Was it at that party thing?
I want to say brunch
Damn, that
at
was a minute
Lavo.
ago.
That was last summer, right?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Maybe a
when
year.
life was normal.
When life was normal.
Facts.
We didn't have masks on. We were chocolate fondueing it in the fountain.
We were definitely close.
We were
within
with
6
the
feet.
homie bear.
1 year, 1 year in regular time, 2 years Corona time. For sure, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts, dude. How have you been, man?
Good man, good. Just grinding away.
So for the people that don't know you, again, chances are if you were on social media for the last 5 years in the fitness industry whatsoever, you already know him. But for the people that don't know who you are, let's get a little backstory. Where are you from?
Like I said, I was born in Covina. I lived there for about 7 years, and then I moved to Chino Hills, so IE, and went to school there. Graduated out there, and then moved out to OC when I was 21 years old. Finally moving out of the parents' house, and then took fitness on from there, and it's just kind of taking me to where I am now. Obviously, we just moved here to Vegas, like I said, a year and a half ago. Adjusting to the heat out here and whatnot. But
Hey, but you're loving those the tax benefits Nevada has.
That's one of the reasons why we moved here.
I believe it.
One of the luxuries I have is like, hey, if I want to move to China tomorrow, I can move.
Yeah.
So I just told my girl we're moving, and she's like, all right. She was down. So like I said, just was like, I'll support you along the way. Let's find a new passion for you, and all I'm asking is for you to grind. Like, don't just sit on your ass and do nothing. I want to see you working, and she has been. So I've pretty much paid for everything. To this point. And now she's making money. She's able to kind of chime in now too. And I'm like I said, she's been killing it. So it's a huge adjustment for someone like that has to like drop all their shit full time as a hairstylist there and kind of make a new life somewhere else, and also be like, I don't have money. I got to make it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So like I said, the trips were less frequent coming here, and now we're just, like I said, tag teaming it and grinding it away. So
Got
I
it.
feel
So
like a little mini me.
So growing up in Inland Empire, moved to Orange County. At what age did you heavily get into the fitness industry?
So up until 19, I ran cross country for high school. I was like a stick, man.
Like,
like super
like
lean
jogging?
then.
Like jogging?
like
like
skinny.
long distance.
Oh,
like,
shit.
For
Our
fun?
practices were 12 miles at least.
Oh,
yes,
hell
for
no.
fun.
Bro, you're tripping. Jeff does
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like the amount of miles I ran in 4 years was probably more than people's entire life.
That's insane.
So obviously not jacked.
Like I've done a marathon. I competed in 3 mile races. I mean, it was easy for me. I hated it. I mean, who wants to get up and fucking run?
Are there any pictures online of you like this?
Yeah, bro.
All right, we'll find it. We'll put them on. We'll put them on the visual for sure.
I went to San Jose State my freshman year.
Oh, shit.
I graduated 08, so that'd be 09. I have some photos of like me running in there. I used to use them as my transformation because
Yeah.
people would be like, "That's not you." I'm like, well, fuck, how am I going to show? And I would talk like I went to San Jose. And so that would be like, I was in the jersey and the whole bit.
oh, damn.
So you started.
We need the chariots of fire.
No, 100 fucking percent.
No, but the quads were popping back then.
Quads are popping. Quads are still popping too. Don't
Yeah.
get it twisted.
That'd be like one day you're running and you're just like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going full lifting. You walk in the gym, never walk back out again.
So pretty much after, I spent a semester in San Jose and I'm like, this isn't for me. The vibe up here is definitely not for me. There was no good looking girls out there.
Damn.
Yeah, it was,
Snub on Northern California.
North California
Sorry,
was
San
just
Jose.
Weak.
Yeah.
Like weak. It was bad. And so I moved home and I'm like, yo, running's not for me. And then I remember I was doing a morning run with one of my best friends at the time, and she's like, yo, you're looking really skinny. You look like an anorexic patient. And I was like, normally that in all my high school years, people could talk shit, you're skinny, you're this, whatever.
Yeah.
That never fazed me, but like that one for some reason hit home. Maybe because I was done with running and like now I had to find a new direction or like something. And so I just told my buddy that had been hitting me up for years to train, like, fuck it, let's go. And that was day one, and I haven't stopped since.
And then when did you get involved with Instagram and social media?
So 19 and a half is about when I started fitness. So I just turned 30 back in June. So 11 years I've been doing it now. I'd say maybe within the first year of working out, started getting on the platform. So like 20. My ex-girlfriend at the time showed me Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to take pictures of my feet or like...
Don't you remember like when Instagram first came out? Like there was no like it.
I posted the dumbest shit.
Yeah,
I posted
like,
the dumbest
Everybody
shit.
did. That wasn't what
like
it was.
me laying on the couch like of the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I posted like a picture of like a cologne bottle.
Yeah.
Like, one of my first ones was like, oh, new cologne.
Or
Bro,
you
what
use
the
like
fuck?
the actual. You went to the beach something, or you took a vacation. Use the actual Instagram filters that were like
Yeah,
the ones
that were on there.
or whatever.
Valencia.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck.
Valencia.
Yeah. Hey, Valencia was popping, dude.
When you posted, you're like, yeah, arts. dude, that's
Lo-fi,
it.
lo-fi.
Kill that one.
Those memes back then were like, you meet the girl and then she doesn't come with the filter.
Yeah,
That was
for
the
sure.
Valencia filter. That was one of
The
them.
Valencia or the crema shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crema was hot.
But what
Crema
was
was hot.
it for you when you were like, all right, I'm gonna start posting on Instagram, right? What was it? Was it because like, all right, this is gonna be something, or was it like, oh shit, I'm gonna do it because everybody's doing it?
Well, and that's what I tell people
Show
too. I'm
something
like, even like my fiance with making money now, when I told her, she's like, well, how would I make money? And I'm like, I didn't get on Instagram thinking I was going to make money. I just
Yeah.
got on it, Like even with TikTok, I'm not worried about, people are always getting on platforms like, how do I make money?
Yeah.
Why don't you just worry about building it up? And then you start from there.
Yeah.
So that's what I did with Instagram. I didn't know it was going to make me money.
Mm-hmm.
I was just documenting my progress because at that time I wanted to be a personal trainer at some point.
There
I
you
moved
go.
to OC because my mom was like, well, if you want to be a personal trainer, you need to go to Orange County. That's where the money is, right? So I was like, okay. So I moved there. Like I told you, worked those jobs, and I was doing the whole fitness thing. I didn't expect in that year's time that I'd be quitting those jobs, and because it was within a year. Like I didn't even stay at
damn.
that place that I was living at with. I was living with 3 girls. Fucking nightmare.
Just you and 3 girls?
Me and 3. I thought that was the coolest
It sounds
thing.
like
Yeah, I mean, it
the coolest
sounds like a pretty cool fucking story.
Yeah.
In theory.
Newport Beach, like right on the fucking water. Like these girls made me terrified of women and their hygiene.
Oh, girls are gross, dude.
But-
Don't get it
Girls are
fucked up.
gross.
Girls are gross.
I mean, it was disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
and it got to a point where they like one of them specifically, her mom owned like all the OC McDonald's. So this motherfucker's bringing like burgers and all this random shit. I'm trying to diet over here. They used to think it was funny to like take my chicken and put it places and hide it. I'm like, come on, like the bathroom was a mess. Like it was just a nightmare. So luckily, I was only there for like 9 months and I dipped because I was able to capitalize on the platform. But I never would have thought 9 months into promoting that's what I was going to get, was going to see recognition, and I haven't done a show, nothing like that,
yeah, which is crazy. So you've never done a show?
I've done 2.
Okay.
But at that time, I hadn't done anything fitness related other than just showing my progress.
Yeah.
Again, posting selfies. Man, I see my obliques. This is the first time. What are those muscles on top of my ribs?
Those
And
are
I'm
riblets.
posting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm posting
yeah.
it and all that stuff. All cool. And
Did you at that time? Did you ask people to take pictures of you at the gym?
my
Because that was like no way.
Yeah, no fucking way.
8 years ago, you said, "Hey, could you take a photo of me doing
You know
this
what's
lift real
funny
quick?"
is
You'd be
my
like, what are you
best
talking
friend
about?
at the time, he was like one of my big support system, and he was all about it. And he was
dope.
hyping me up too.
That's
So
good.
like he was taking my content for me.
All right, so you need back then. You needed one of those guys too, right?
For sure. You
Yeah.
cannot
You
break
still-
out
you
that cell
still-
phone at the
you
gym.
still need that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
true.
get
Every
good.
time I'm at the gym, someone randomly, "Hey, could you video me real quick?" I'm like, "All right, man, sure, bro."
Oh, that's a little strange. I don't-
Actually, not now. That was pre-mask. Now no one speaks to strangers.
Yeah. Don't even fucking look at me,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
That's a cool way to look at it, though, right? It was just a place to put your own progress for yourself.
Yeah.
Right? And then show it off to whoever you want to show it off to eventually. Like, that's a cool way just to
But that
look
was
at
a
it.
realistic goal back then too. It was
Yeah.
like, hey, let me do this so I can become a personal trainer and maybe get a client, 2 clients, 5 clients. And that was a realistic
And use
goal
my
for
own-
Instagram because
Yeah.
the goal, what happened, wasn't a real goal yet. No one was like, "Oh my God, this is just going to build me to millions of followers and I'm going to be successful." And this is like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
This picture, someone will see and be like, "Hey, I want to look like that. Let me hire him." That's a realistic goal. And then things just snowball.
And that's why I tell
right?
people in my mentorship, I'm like, when I started, I didn't have the blueprints of like, hey, do X, Y, and Z. There wasn't none of that. Nobody was doing fitness social media at all. So I just learned on my own. I don't have no marketing background, nothing. I just what's the best way to learn something than invest in yourself? That's how my mom always would tell me, you don't listen, you do things your way. So what a way to do my way. This is my way.
Do it your way.
Do it my way.
Plus it's free.
Yeah.
People forget.
Yeah, absolutely.
People forget.
Instagram is fucking free.
Yeah. Well, I was reading something too. The only cost of Instagram is if you care what people say about you. That's the only cost. Other than that, it's completely and utterly free. So if you really don't care what anyone says about you, right? You said you post stuff, whatever you want to do. If you get shit from your friends or old Facebook buddies that knew you in high school or whatever, cool, fuck off, you know? Let me just do what I want to do, but it's free. There's no harm that's being done from it. I mean, unless you post something completely stupid, but you know, but don't cross that line, then you're good. I think that's like one of the biggest things now, especially with back then. I don't think people even realized why it could be beneficial, right?
Obviously. Yeah, I don't think anyone was on there back then thinking that there was going to be $1 made on it.
Fuck no. Not even close. Not the amount that's being made now or in the past. Yeah. You know, so going back to that, so you start getting popular on Instagram, you're doing your fitness thing, and then crazily, probably one of the most notorious, infamous supplement companies in history, Shreds, contacts you and you join Shreds.
Correct.
Let's talk about that.
Hot. Yeah, so like I said, when I joined with them that first weekend, we were at the LA Fit Expo. We didn't even have a booth. We just were walking around, and that was the first time people were like noticing us from Instagram because it was starting to pick up steam. And we weren't promoting bottles yet, and I was taking pictures with all these people. I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. Like, why do you want to take a picture with me? I was also nervous too. So like they come up to you, kind of take. You're like,
for what? I'm just the guy on Instagram, dude.
Hey, you know that awkward like I follow you, and you're like, what are you supposed to say? Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, I know who you are. You're like, oh, cool.
For a couple years, I kind of was like, fuck, what's the rebuttal or not rebuttal, but what do you say back to like I follow you? And I was always stuck on that, you know. So I try to like engage with them more now, like find out a little bit where they're from, you know, to make them feel at ease too. But back then, I'm like, I'm just as fucking nervous as you. Yeah. You know, like who am I? So, you know, it just took off from there. Then we started promoting on the platform, coming up with these ghetto ass graphics. If I look at the ones that we were doing back then to now.
Yeah.
And just, you know, it was crazy. I remember my best friend at the time.
The Instagram flyers back then.
Yeah, they were just ghetto.
We're real.
Yes. But I thought
this looks good, guys. Send it out.
I was making fire ones, that's for sure.
Yeah.
People were like, damn, that's sick. And I'm looking at them now, I'm like, no, that was not sick.
Oh, that was not fucking sick, bro.
Why is it so neon?
How many followers did you have like at that time?
I think it was like between 15K, I think it was.
And back then that was like the most.
Yeah, that's like millions today.
That's just looking at the ratio of how many people were actually even on the app,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Compared to now.
Insane.
Yeah, so for the people listening that don't know who or what Shreds was probably one of the more successful supplement companies over the past, 5 years or so that didn't really sell a product in a store. You couldn't go initially and buy it at a store. It was strictly direct to consumer online, and they didn't pay these big famous bodybuilders. They paid these Instagram influencers and built a team and brand around that.
Yeah, they were like a marketing machine for the brand.
And they were the pioneers of that, and they fucking killed it doing that.
They built the whole platform. There wouldn't be Gymsharks or anything like that today.
Correct, without Shreds. There would be no Live Fit, no Gymshark, no Alpha Lead or whatever that shit.
I mean, Randall says to this day, one of his biggest, people that he was motivating him was Arvin.
Yeah.
A lot of people will say that. So it just was unheard of. And like I said, we could go to a fitness expo with the amount of people that knew us, and let's say the Jay Cutlers, the Phil Heaths, and I guarantee you my line would have been longer.
Well, and we talked about that. So going back to when I was at the Olympia, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and this was when I think Phil Heath may have been like his second Olympia, the most popular bodybuilder on the face of the earth. Shreds had a booth there. The line for the Shreds booth was way longer than any bodybuilder's booth line, any supplement company's booth line. You guys were throwing out shirts, Shreds, people were throwing bottles of supplements in the company. People were going fucking crazy like it was a concert for these
made it fun.
Instagram influencers, so to speak.
Yeah.
And they turned it into a lifestyle brand, and they fucking crushed it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not waiting in that line, but shout out to those guys.
We gave out like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of supplements that day. Like he was just being ignorant at that point. But like at the same time, like making it fun, making it cool, making people realize that it's not just a supplement brand. Like he wanted a community. He wanted people to all feel like they were one together. And that's why I love Shred so much. I mean, I got that shit on my hands.
Yeah.
And so because that's how we always were. Before expos, we'd have team meetings. We'd be like tight as a bunch. Paige at one point was one of my closest friends. Like we were just tight. It was like so exclusive. It was hard to get on it. It was like the Yankees of baseball.
Bro, it really was.
Everybody wanted to be on it.
How many people was how big was the team? Like how many? I guess
so the core people was like
team?
I couldn't give you an exact number, but I mean we probably had about 10 to 12 people as the core.
Yeah.
Now as far as the extensiveness, like for whatever reason, it was just me, Paige, and Joey were the biggest. and then everyone else was there. And, they had their fans here and there. But whenever I talk to people, it's always, hey, I remember you, or I remember Joey, or I remember Paige. Obviously, everyone just remembers Paige.
Paige Hathaway for the people.
That's an unfair comparison.
Yeah.
She was number one every
Yeah.
time. We knew that. There was
Yoga pants, man.
We weren't
They'll
competing
get you,
against
bro.
her or anything
Yeah.
like that. But we were all three different. You got at the time I didn't have this many tattoos, but, younger kid, aspiring the young generation. We got Joey, who's been in the industry, and then we got Paige, who's just a beautiful person. And so it just worked together, and great personalities, meshing with people. Like I said, the girl that was our biggest fan at the booth that you said you went to, she waited 3.5 hours and she was first.
It's crazy.
That is fucking insane.
Yeah, and I told her, I'm like, I appreciate you waiting because I wouldn't wait 3 seconds to meet me.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And what did they
Yeah.
get? They got like a photo and autograph.
And this girl was at every freaking expo, everything.
crazy.
Like we did a Shreds tour, and she was at some of the locations. So
wild.
like, it's not like she hadn't seen us before. She'd seen
Yeah.
us before that. She was our biggest one. I remember her Instagram was monkey butt.
Monkey butt. You remember? Shout out to Monkey Butt, dude.
I hope
Hey,
she sees it.
Shout out to fucking
Yes,
Monkey Butt,
yes.
dude.
But that's what social media did, right? They built like this weird interaction that you already kind of felt like you knew the person, but didn't know the person,
Yeah.
but understood them, and you could just like walk up to someone rather than like the old celebrity feeling where it was just like awe and shock when you saw someone famous, quote unquote, right? Too, where you just like, grab yourself and you couldn't move. Now it's like, oh, cool, I can go say hi to them. For some odd reason, I feel like I know them, and obviously Instagram got bigger and bigger over along the lines with stories and things like that too. Now you know what everyone eats for breakfast. But
Yeah, people, like you said, even in that time, people knew so much about me that I was just taken back. I don't even think in that time I was able to really appreciate all that so much because it was all just happening so quickly. But when I look back, I'm like, man, there was a lot of people that cried to me and like made me like, fuck, what am I supposed to do? Like,
For sure.
You can impact someone so much that they're crying in front of you to meet like their idol. I'm the rock to them.
That's
wild. Trip, So, those were some of the best times of my life, going through all that and just feeling the love from people. It motivated me to go harder. Like I said, that close-knit community with Shreds. Just everything in general.
And you guys weren't just getting paid in supplements like a lot of athletes do today. Shreds is popular for actually paying their athletes
Correct.
very, very well and pioneering that influencer marketing.
Yeah. So when we first started, it changed over time, but I was getting paid $5 a bottle I sold. So our biggest stack was the Alpha Male stack. I think it came out for like $120. So out of that 124 bottles times 5, I was getting like almost like $30 out of the 120. That's a big.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a big percentage. So and I was just slanging these bottles all day. I remember my best friend at the time was coming home, working the same job I was working at in the day. 9-hour days, and he's like, how much did you make today? And I was like, I think like 3,000. And he's like, I think $800. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And
You guys are all poor.
What have
Yeah,
you
yeah.
done all day? Sit on the couch? I'm like, yeah, I was on kick all day, just killing it. And we'd have a group text, and we would all send each other booms every time we sold something. It was just back and forth.
Booms going off
just
nonstop.
Booms all day. Joey was our number one seller from the very beginning.
Sure.
And he continued to have the most numbers out of all of us. And so he was the majority of the booms to the point where I was like, okay, we get it.
relax.
But it was so cool because it kind of motivated all of us. Like if I saw Joey hit one, I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to go sell one right now. I'm going to find somebody and I'm going to sell someone. And I would go do it. Joey would be like, I bet you couldn't sell someone right now. And I bet you I will. Go sell. Done. So we like competed and feeded off each other, So like I said, I don't see that in supplement companies today.
No,
yeah, you work
it's
for a
not there.
company, but you guys we could all be on the same team and I don't know any of you at all other than your Instagram name. And that's what was cool. We had these little, before meetings, we'd pray together. We'd go around and say like what we were thankful for, like just random shit that just made it so tight knit.
Yeah.
And Arvin was always the center of that, making everyone feel that way. Got my mom a job, like kids working behind the scenes that were getting well-paying jobs. At the point where we got to salary, he based it off how much money we were bringing in on a monthly basis. My salary, and this is not a joke, my salary was $40K a month consistently.
Way more than any professional bodybuilder, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's insane.
And I was the third on
Way more.
The third most.
Yeah.
Joey and
Crazy.
Paige made more than I did.
Yeah.
I don't know their exact numbers, but Joey probably was close to 100. I wouldn't be surprised. And that was all based off of our monthly gross. So we had an option. We could continue to sell bottles at our rate or whatever, or we could take the salary. I just didn't want to have to always feel the pressure of selling or like
the
feeling
fight,
like I'm
yeah.
pressing somebody. So I was just promoting my link. So I just got my salary cut. Paige was one of the people that I remember. She's like, I don't want to go off salary or off of commission. I'm making too much money. because her commission would have been lower
For sure.
than what she was getting in
Keep it.
consistently. So she just kept it and she rode with that. Joy, I think, did the salary too. So we had that option. I know the three of us did. But even the lower end people were still making, I mean, I think my mom was getting like $7,000 a month. And she had like 100,000 followers.
Crazy.
Insane.
Now, do you think that's the best way to go about it as a supplement company or any business owner that's trying to succeed on social media, going that route as opposed to?
So I think, with all the stuff that's transpired with Shreds and their also lack of handling money properly, what I think was one of the bigger issues is we deserve that money. I built that shit from the ground up.
Sure.
Me, Joey, Paige, we deserved every penny. Where I started to feel upset about was these random influencers that were coming in, the girls that are half naked, now all of a sudden
The
promoting
thotties, the IG thotties.
the new one. That's whatever it was called. back then.
yeah.
They're coming in. They got millions of followers. Some had more than me at the time, and you're paying them for something that they don't have a track record of showing you their worth.
Sure.
So I think for me personally, I'm not against the way that they went it. I think that they need to prove that they are valuable because let's say, do you remember Anna Shree?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
bro.
she was one
I've jerked
of our-
off to her many times.
So she was one of our big, first, whatever you want to call her back then.
Yeah.
Really explicit photos, and we brought her on board. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what they were paying her exactly, but let's say it was like $2,000 a post, right? What about her following makes you think that because she's promoting a fat burner, she's going to sell? Half her, or 80%, 90% are dudes.
That are trying to jerk off.
Yeah, for sure.
If it was girls, I could justify that all day. But it's not always about your following. It's about who your followers are.
Correct. The vanity metric. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think that's where the downfall was, is they were just blowing the money because we were making so much of it that they were just dishing it out to these girls and not really thinking about the long-term, longevity of the money spent.
Sure.
And so I think that was the bigger downfall in that sense. So today I feel like you have to prove your worth before they put you on a salary. So I think whether it's a 10% commission, 20, whatever they want to work out, I think you have to validate that. With Steel, I had to show them for the first 3 months what my average was, and then they paid me off that.
Love it.
Yeah, I love it. It's smart.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So that to
fair.
me makes more sense, but I know a lot of companies these days are just giving a discount code and that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody, will ever somebody get to my number again? Probably not.
Yeah.
So I just don't see that happening. But again, we were selling
Plus, the
that.
competition now is way
Oh, yeah,
higher.
everyone's
Back
so
then,
saturated.
Shreds was too much, too fast, too quick for anyone
that-
to catch
that
up. It took
timing, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it took a while for all these brands to catch up. Now everyone seems like has a new supplement brand like every other day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I remember they got offered stupid amounts of money and they said no. Probably wish they would have said yes to that.
I mean, everyone kind of wishes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
regret
that.
for sure.
Because
So,
But everyone always thinks that they've got another echelon to go to. It's
No,
like, nothing.
I know.
That's great. Have you ever thought about doing your own brand?
I've had companies hit me up, like people that do all the chemicals and formulations, but
Right.
the amount of work that goes into, like Joey has his own, and I'm like, he's not really making a ton of money. He's putting most of it back in, and so I'd rather just be an athlete and just get paid out, and not have to worry about the headache because he says it's a lot of work. So I
You got
feel
to
like
run a full business. and a
yeah,
whole,
it's another
shout out to
stress.
Joey Swole and Rise supplements, right? Rise.
Rise,
Yeah, I've seen it on Instagram for sure.
So when you're a social media brand, right? Obviously, like your look too, it seems like you would be like this hardcore fitness guy. Was that like a pressure on you too? Because we looked at your social media too, and a lot of your shit has nothing to do with being funny and being personable, being relatable. How does that fit into like the personal brand of a fitness athlete?
With Shreds, they did have somewhat an aggressive look, but remember back then when I signed with them, I had minimal tattoos. I had I think like half a sleeve, and I grew that as I went. Even when I was in my last days, I still didn't have like face tats, head tats.
How'd that start, by the way? What went down? I need.
trying to remember.
Yeah, his entire head is fucking tatted.
Yeah.
When was the light switch says, you know what? I need face and head tats right now. It's
Going all in. Going all in.
I don't know actually. I think I had seen one of my buddies or a guy that I saw on social media, and he had the head tats, and I was like, yo, I fuck with that, And I hit him up and I just asked questions. I don't know if you've seen. He's actually local to Vegas. Quest G.
I know. I've seen him on Instagram. He's
Yeah.
fully tatted.
He's head to toe. I mean, face is almost completely covered. At
Oh
this
my
point.
god.
Wow.
And I just was getting an itch. I was seeing some of them, and I was like, yo, I like that side, hit. And then before you know it, I was going after it. I actually did the side, the back, and this side in 2 weeks. I was just going to town, like, getting it done. Because one, it's on my head.
Yeah, what,
Who
dude?
wants
Once
to
you
see
start-
unfinished tattoos on their head?
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
every day. It's one thing when I'm hiding, like, leg tattoos, whatever. And I went to 3 different artists for this, one for this side,
damn.
one for the back,
Oh my
and one
God.
for the side, because they were all 3 different things. And then I
That's
was
a long
like,
2 weeks right there. You know what I mean?
yeah, it was a lot of like Norcos and Percocets.
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
bit to survive. and then what was it? 2 years ago, right before I moved here, I jumped on with Inked Magazine on their live stream, and a guy named Brad Reese Tattoos out in where is he out? Dana Point. I actually hit him up to want to do my headpiece at one point, but then I backed off and I went to somebody else. Quest hooked me up with him to do a free tattoo on my head, and it was the top piece. And I let him I told him what I wanted, did it. We did it live. I was talking the entire time on
Facebook Live?
Yeah, Facebook Live.
Oh my God.
He was tatting my head, and I was just answering every question they had.
I got a couple rules. I'll never, ever fuck with anybody that has a face tattoo,
Yeah,
hand
face is
tattoo,
So
cauliflower.
like top of the hand?
Any hand tattoo, doesn't matter. Cauliflower ear, bull rider, hockey player. You have your hands
That's a
and your fucking
distinctive
face
look.
tattooed. And you have a fucking head tattoo. Your entire head's tattooed.
Yeah, the entire thing.
Gnarly.
That's dedication.
Yeah. But I definitely would have never thought I'd get to this point. But to go back to what you're saying about the
Yeah.
supplements, one of the reasons why I like Steel so much is they are an aggressive look. Everything
Yeah.
about it. Even though they're trying to go now less aggressive with their color stuff, I was like, the next company I work for, I want to work with somebody where, like I said, I can correlate it to my stack and know what I'm talking about even in more detail. And then one of the downsides with Shreds is our stuff wasn't strong. It was catering to, like, let's say you guys never lifted. You guys are going to buy it because
Yeah.
you guys are beginners.
Yeah, all the 16-year-olds.
The mass majority,
Yeah.
90%, are
Right.
the ones that are just walking in and they don't want some crazy shit. So we got a lot of heat on that at the time because our products didn't, to be honest, Shreds didn't work for me either. I had to take loads of it because it just wasn't strong. My like potency level is just through the roof,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
with caffeine and taking high, potent pre-workouts and stuff. So, it took a lot for me to fill that stuff. But if I'm selling it to a girl that's taking her first week in the gym, she's going to love our fat burner.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, this company I work for now, everything on there says, like, start with 4th cup.
A
fourth.
fourth?
Yeah,
They start with a fourth scoop, dude.
Our pre-workouts, everything's amped, like everything is as fuck. So
Yeah.
it's shredded as fuck, amped as fuck, pumped as fuck, hard as fuck, everything, right?
Yeah, hard as fuck. I'm trying to get the dick pills, bro.
Yeah.
I see Jason Hood and Dan Bilzerian
a good
constantly pumping up
Quarter
these dick
cup,
pills.
full cup,
Full
baby.
cup, dude. Give me those dick pills, dude. Give me the hard as fuck right
Oh
now.
man! So their stuff's really strong. I mean, like I said, 4th cup, but I knew I could take the full thing because like I said, my tolerance is through the roof.
Yeah.
So I wanted to work with the company. The only downside per se, but not for me because I'm a male, but the females is selling a product like that to females that aren't going to be scared.
Sure.
Like,
Right.
oh, this is too strong.
It's approachable. You know what I
But
mean?
for me, it's been well. I mean, I jumped on and I'm their second best seller. The number one guy is Robert Frank. Do you know him? He's the guy that's he sits in his car. And
Oh, the car dude with the bandana?
And he yells and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
Bro, you've seen the videos.
He's got a beard. You've
Yeah.
for sure seen him.
in
Okay.
the car with the
Even
jack
if you didn't
dude.
know you
Yeah.
saw him, you saw him.
Yeah. Even if you didn't know you saw him, you fucking saw the
He's
guy.
been fed to me once in a while.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, he's
So
a
back
character.
to Shreds, the company exploded.
Correct.
Crazy incline, and then everyone kind of parsed their ways and go separate ways. What now? What does Devin Physique do now that Shreds is done?
Yeah, so like I said, I mean, I took a break from the supplement thing and just started doing my own grinding on myself. Like I said, online coaching, different business ventures. I got into the Frenchie game. I was doing that for a minute. I still do it.
What's the Frenchie
dogs?
game? The
What's
dogs?
the Frenchie dog?
Dog,
Dogs?
yeah.
There's a game? There's a Frenchie
the
game?
Worldwide Frenchies. That's my little kennel name.
Like you sell dogs?
Frenchies.
Like you breed them?
Yeah.
You said it so casually, like I got in the Frenchie game.
Yeah, I was like, I got in the Frenchie game. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, it's funny. When I was
Super casual.
To kind of go back on the story with the Shreds thing, Arvin had hit me up one day and he's like, "Hey, I need you to move here." And I'm like, "Move where?" And he's like, "To New Jersey." And I'm like, "I've never been on the East Coast in my life." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "We want you to do stuff here." And I was just trying to show my commitment level. And I think that's what separated some of us too. Is some of us were all in and some people backed off. Like even today, there's people that kill it and there's some that don't because they're just hesitant. They never make moves because they're scared or
Sure.
they're afraid of what people are going to say. Whatever. I wasn't. I fucking went after it. So I told my mom, I'm like, I'm going to show him that I'm about it. I'm moving. So I told my best friend at the time that was living with me, "Hey, I got to move at the end of this month. I'm out. I'm going to the East Coast." And he's like, "Fuck, okay."
Fuck, all right.
And before I made that thing, I was on the phone with him. I said, "Yo, man," I said, I can't leave unless he gets to come too. So he's like, "Well, I'm glad you asked because he is coming too. I already have it in my head. I know how you work." And I was like, "Oh shit, okay." So I was telling my buddy at the time, I'm like, "Yo, man, I have to move." And he was like, hella sad. I was like, "But you got to come too." And he's just fucking ecstatic.
Dope. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we moved over there, and I stayed a year out there and just grinding away. And then I came back and I got my first car, which was my GTR. Saved all my money because they were paying for everything for us. But I moved out there. I mean, it was the worst year of my life because it was cold. Like The weather was
It's the
terrible.
most excited anyone's ever been to move to Jersey in the history
And
of
I was,
Jersey.
I was in Jersey City. To this day, I say it's the devil's asshole. Like that place is dirt. Like I'm sorry, anyone watching
tough.
or listening that
No.
is from Jersey.
My
City.
family's from New Jersey.
Oh my god.
Oh, there you go.
Like
But-
my cousin
I mean-
used to go there a lot.
But
It's
what's
not,
what's
you
the
know,
other place that's nice over there?
New York. It's right above.
No.
It's called New York.
It's in Jersey though. There's one city in there or town in there that's really like nice.
I mean, if you find it out, tell the world right now.
Let us know.
It starts with a B. I can't think of it at the moment.
B.
New Brunswick?
No, that's
Is that New Jersey?
It is. It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Brunswick is. Fuck, I can't think of the name. But anyways, so that's when I actually got my first Frenchie. I was like, it was me and my buddy at the time. So I was like, yo, I need a little companion. So I went home one day to visit and I bought one. And then before you know it, 6 months later, I had another. And now I have 6.
Damn. It's great.
And then you breed them?
And I breed them.
How much do you sell them for?
It just depends. Like if they're pet home, are they full breeding rights? I mean, it's a whole game. I got mentored
shit.
for an entire year on the breed itself.
You got mentored to breed
DNA,
Frenchies?
how the breeding works. I mean, it's very complicated. We actually have 2 litters at home right now. My girl has to we work together. Like it's like kids.
What's an average sale price of a Frenchie?
How many dogs is in a litter, by the way?
Yeah.
Do you
The
have 2
average
litters?
is 4.
Okay.
But it can vary. I mean, I've had as little as 1, and I've had as many as 9.
Oh shit.
But
So
the
you got
9
like
is a
10.
rarity.
You got like 10 puppies running around the house right now.
Well, it's like our last litter, like this one right now, we have 9 total puppies plus the 6 I have, so 15.
Holy.
But I mean, they're little. You know, they're tiny. By the time they go, they're at 8 weeks.
Hey, honey, if you're listening, he sold out. He just sold out. It's crazy. I don't know what to say.
He's got no more.
He just sold out.
We're killing
the
next litter.
the average pet home is about 4K for one of them.
4,000?
Yeah,
For one dog?
So like a pet home, like let's say you
You're
guys
bred dogs, man.
you
That's a
have-
real deal.
You
Is it
have
really?
no incentive to breed them. You just want it as a pet. My price range is between like 3 to 6K, depending on the type of color it is,
Color, the whole-
all that kind of stuff. The more exotic it is, the more expensive it is.
well, guys,
Frenchies
we're getting in the Frenchie game.
Yeah,
as
the
Devin
Resi-
said. We're getting in the
Frenchie.
Frenchie
yeah,
game.
my-
And when I do, I'm going to casually say it to like, yeah, doing this whiskey, Frenchie game, you know, this, that, and the other thing. Yeah.
my most expensive that I paid was 20 grand
Oh.
For a dog?
for a dog.
For a dog.
For a car.
Did it come with a, did it come
For
with a
you
car?
or to sell someone else?
No, my female I have at home right now, she was 20K.
Wow.
Because you knew you were gonna.
Because I was
breed
getting
and-
the full rights, and at the time, I don't know if you ever seen.
Oh, so that's the breeder though, right?
correct. Yeah, I don't know if you
okay.
ever seen like the Merle, what it looks like. Have you seen my dog that I post with a life vest on?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. yeah.
Havasu? So he's a blue and tan Merle, which is more on the exotic side of things. His mom is just a blue Merle, but when I got her, she was the first like to come out with that color, so they were just upcharging like anything else. The new color now is called Isabella, right?
Holy.
My friend that breeds out here, he bought it for $125,000.
I feel like we're talking about like exotic like reptiles and shit.
Yeah, it's just and they're not going anywhere. I mean, since I've started, it hasn't lost any steam.
$120,000 for a dog.
It's a house.
Maybe Netflix.
It's like a nice little
Frenchie,
apartment.
Frenchie King might be coming out on Netflix.
Can you write it? Can you
2021.
write it off?
Shit, I don't know. Does he have a life insurance on that dog?
Yeah. What's
Shit.
going?
Possibly.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's insane. So I mean, there's people doing it crazy than me because I really like to sell the pet homes. I don't really trust breeders too much.
Sure.
How they go about their business and everything like that. So I usually just sell to pet homes. Rarely do I sell it to a
That's
breeder.
wild.
Yeah, because you don't know what they're gonna do with the
Yeah, and
dogs,
if
right?
I don't know you, I wouldn't even sell it to you there. You know, I'd say I only do pet home, and then they go on their merry way.
Is it mostly to Vegas you're selling it to, or
No, it's all
California?
over. I have a
people come?
nanny service that I work with, and they actually come to Vegas, pick the dog up, and they fly with it in the transit and take pictures the whole way to the wherever the destination is, and then they drop off the dog.
Wait,
So,
like
you're
a
in
nanny
Texas.
puppy
It's like a
transit.
that's all
concierge
she does.
service.
Imagine you're like, what do you do for a living? I'm a nanny, dog nanny.
I'm a dog
I
nanny.
transfer them everywhere.
I fly with puppies on
There's
planes.
always
Yeah.
a new business angle somewhere,
Yeah.
dude. There's
That's
always a new
wild.
job you don't know about.
It's like
It's a whole
it's like
pot on its own.
$500. That's how much they charge. It's separate service for me, so like they pay them, but it's usually about $500 within the U.S. And then like out to like Canada, you'd be spending at least $1,000. There must be some.
It's just to
you
get
know,
your
things-
dog to you.
Yeah, just to get you two extra,
People
or else
love
you come
Frenchies,
get
man.
it.
People love them.
Yeah, you can come get it. That's gonna be cheaper. You just have to have the time to like book a flight, come down.
Yeah, for sure.
But I've had it all over. I mean, they don't go to like Australia. They're hella strict there. But I've done like Canada.
That's cool.
Wow, guys. So
Yeah.
Frenchie game was not in the notes for the podcast.
Yeah.
So what a great little fucking runoff story, real quick.
I love
Jesus
that.
Christ, bro.
Everyone online's talking about drop shipping, all Shopify. Frenchie game's hot.
Frenchie
Yo,
game's
Frenchie
hot.
during COVID was hot.
Really?
Oh my god!
Everybody
My
wanted
dog-
a partner.
my-
They
my
were
dog
bored.
was-
They want a dog.
My dogs were gone before they were born. I had
Damn.
8 deposits
He had
in before I even
pre-sale.
had a dog gone. or in my
Like
possession.
a new Rolls Royce, and I'm saying, sold out.
Haven't even
Not till
seen the fucking
2022.
dog. I'll take it, dude.
Dude.
That's usually happens though. I usually have at least half of them sold before they're born.
They just know the
least.
mom. They just
Yeah,
look
I
at
show the mom
yeah.
and dad. They're like, I want one from the litter. If they don't pick one, it just transfers to the next one. So they're gonna get one at some point.
Oh my god, dude.
Do you have any other
wild.
dogs besides Frenchies?
No,
Frenchie only.
Frenchie game.
Frenchie game only.
I,
though.
honestly, I look at other dogs. I'm like,
Yeah, it's whatever.
Whack.
not my thing.
Average ass
Yeah.
dog.
Definitely ain't no $4,000, bro. Get that little bitch ass
Wait,
dog out of here, bro.
You're walking in the streets and walking a dog. Normal ass dog.
Normal ass, weak ass dog, bro. Was that a rescue, bro?
That color was like 10 seasons ago.
Yeah, right. Meanwhile, he's got 19 leashes.
So after all of that, so I mean, what's next for Devin Physique?
Like I said, so we, doing that, doing other small things here and there, but my big thing's been the mentorship.
Okay. Tell us about that.
I actually hired a mentor myself. I don't
Okay.
know if you guys know who Bedros is. Maybe seen him on social.
The gym guy, Bedros Keuilian?
Yep.
Yeah, I know he is.
So he
Yeah.
mentors me currently.
Okay.
So I hired him for a year, and we created this, mentorship program for me to be able to go on the platform. We talked about me being on there as like the pioneer. A lot of people call me the OG of fitness with stuff, with marketing, whatever.
Yeah, I think I called you that earlier.
Yeah.
Pioneer. I said pioneer.
Yeah,
I should have said
pioneer.
OG.
No,
Damn it.
I know that you said pioneer. That's why I said it was still in my
right,
head.
yeah, yeah.
But OG is better.
Yeah, I like OG too.
I like OG. OG's more.
That fits. That
OG
fits.
fits.
Like we talk about, I mean, every year that Instagram's around or whatever the new thing is, it's another year for more saturation
Yeah.
and more people doing, I want to be a fitness coach or I want to do online coaching or
Yeah.
whatever. So it becomes harder when you have other people that might be fans of someone else or they're cheaper or whatever to have that same revenue stream. I mean, the amount of money I was making with coaching back then was just stupid. Everything in those shreds days was just stupid. I know it's not going to happen again because when we were doing that, nobody was doing it.
Yeah, it was the infancy, right? You know what I'm saying?
So I started to realize, okay, my brain starts thinking outside the box to other things because this is still doing well for me, but I need to. I'm trying to get to that next tier.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so that was, hiring him, creating this mentorship, and essentially teaching people how to get on the platform and do what I'm doing.
Is it just Instagram or any social media?
I mean, I give them tips to things that I'm using, so TikTok and all that kind of stuff, but mainly Instagram.
TikTok.
Because I don't really use Facebook.
just other strategies to funnel to Instagram.
Yeah, I
essentially.
mean, even my girl right now with her TikTok, I mean, she's getting funneled with mad amounts.
So that's what I was saying earlier too. Is like like I said, you look like a hardened fitness guy, right? Too, but your videos are so a lot
My
of them are,
TikTok ones are all funny.
Yeah,
Bro, they're
a lot of
hilarious.
cameras.
Yeah,
Bro, they're fucking
A lot of them are
hilarious.
just funny. Is that part of like? I think people don't realize that too. Is that you can extend your main
And
focus of your
I've
brand.
been posting those TikToks on my reel, right? And they've been doing good. And hella people have been talking shit, like big time. Like, you're not funny. Like, go back to the fitness videos. And I'm like, since when having multiple layers to you and not just being one way is a bad thing?
Yeah, exactly.
You
Bro,
know?
call them out, Devin. Hey,
Yeah.
call them out, bro.
But again, these are the same people that are saying, oh, it's for kids. And there's the same people that are going to come to me and be like, how'd you do it?
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
like,
facts.
oh, you want to listen now? Just like every other person back when I was doing it in the beginning stage. Oh, it's a waste of time. You're not going to make anything for yourself.
I never even understood the time it takes to hate on people on the internet.
Bro, there's so many.
I mean,
It's the sad
it's-
ones
brother.
that have nothing going for themselves.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Because I think to myself, you took the time to let me know I wasn't funny. What were you doing that you had that much time?
not being funny.
being funny.
He wasn't being funny either.
And then I got you who thinks I'm hilarious, so I'm gonna keep at it.
Bro, I think you're fucking those videos that you and your girl do, they're
Yeah.
fucking hilarious,
And you know what's crazy
dude.
is not only has that app, I think I have 5 different profiles now that are over 600K. I got 2 dog ones that are at like 800 and 700. I got my personal one that's at 6. My girls are like 2. We just keep doing
on
different-
TikTok?
On TikTok.
You have dog
Oh,
ones that have
damn.
fucking 600,000 followers?
So when I got on it back in like October, when it was still like freshly new before the COVID thing, I was killing it with the dog one. So the
People
puppy
love
videos
dogs,
were
right,
just
yeah.
blowing up. Remember when I first I was asking you about it and you're like, oh, I had this one that hit like 10 mil or something?
It's at 25 mil.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. my bad.
Hey, put some respect on it real quick, bro.
But at that time,
I like how you say dog like it's surprising.
Yeah,
you hit
yeah.
ridiculous on brownies or donuts or whatever.
No, I know.
But at that time when I was doing it, I was doing the dog videos and I saw replications and I'm like, I saw all these videos. I'm like, I can do that better.
Yeah.
My mind thinks way better than this poor video. And I would recreate it, do it better with my dogs, and it would crush. I'd get millions of views. And then I realized that I wanted to start including myself because what if I want to make money down the road?
Sure.
Yep.
And I started
Not
making
giving
it-
all this clout to just the dogs. I need some for me too.
Yeah. But the workout videos on there don't do as well.
Sure.
Because it's not eye catching. It doesn't make you laugh. It's not. You're not gonna sit there and watch someone curl for 10 seconds. So we started making those videos, and I'm telling you, even just making the videos with her have made our relationship relationship better. in
Really?
general. Yes.
Yeah, it's fun.
See, I couldn't make those with my girl because my girl is not like
Dude,
super
we're out of
funny
it.
or animated
Once
like
we
that.
got into that funny realm, I just said, hey, either we're gonna script these or just let it happen and let's just have fun. We won't do anything crazy, all that stuff. Do you remember the one where we were throwing shit on our face?
Yeah.
We rigged that whole motherfucker.
Did you really?
Yes.
Wow, I feel
it's all-
deceived.
yeah.
What? What?
You're saying social media isn't real right now?
So we rigged it, and then the Karens of the world that are like, that's fake. No shit, it's
no
fake.
shit, it's fake.
But yeah, there's some of them that they're fake. So it's like, what's the big deal if this one's fake?
By the way, that was a pretty
Yeah, of
accurate
course.
Karen sound. That was a pretty accurate
That's a
Karen
perfect
sound.
Karen voice.
You know what I mean?
Pretty good, bro. When are you starting the couple OnlyFans?
We actually had one for a little bit.
Did you really?
No.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we had one for a little bit, but people were just asking for like some crazy
Wild shit.
Oh, there's some weird motherfuckers, bro. I'm
Wow,
telling
that
you.
stuff on
For
there,
sure.
man.
My girl's on it now by herself, and she's killing it.
Dude,
Hey.
all girls are killing
Yeah.
it.
Everybody's
crushing it, and she's getting a ton of people from TikTok. She just started it. She has 40K followers, and she has almost 1,000 subscribers. I feel like that's a lot for her platform.
Bro, that's a ton.
She's making she was working at Stoney's,
Yeah.
and she's already made 3 months of income off of OnlyFans that she would make at Stoney's,
So crazy, man.
It's wild.
and
so
she doesn't
crazy.
show anything.
I was such an OnlyFans hater for a second. Now I'm just purely fucking jealous.
Hey, you know what's funny is
Like it's just like sometimes I hear this, like, yeah, it's been a tough week. You know what I'm saying? Only at 10,000 subscribers, I really got to step it up. Like, holy shit.
I was actually talking to someone the other day, and when Kim Kardashian went crazy for that sex tape, right? You look at that time and how much shame she got, and now there's people on OnlyFans. If she would be doing that now, wouldn't even had a.
I thought you were about to drop some info like Kim Kardashian about to drop an OnlyFans right now. Exclusive.
I was about to sign
Right-
up
right
real
now.
quick.
It's just crazy how the times have changed because
Facts.
this OnlyFans now would have been frowned upon back in those days when Kim.
Oh my
Kardashian-
God.
100%.
For sure.
100%.
For sure.
Normal people doing it's like no way, But I think after one girl does it, right, it's just like a layer of like, okay, porn stars only, right? And then it's like one more layer. And then it's people not having, like you said, just fitness girls doing fitness videos on there. And people just, I think it's that new version of feeling like you identify with someone more than ever before, right? It's like, okay, cool. I'll spend $10 on a streaming platform to watch the shit that Hulu gives me, but also spend $8 or $9 on someone that I actually think for some odd reason that I really know because I watch them every day
Correct.
through their. I mean, the Instagram stories is like a whole nother level of like depicting what you do on a daily basis. That means nothing.
It's a closer connection, right?
Yeah.
And they think they're getting closer to you because now they can chat with you during the chat times. They can see stuff that they don't think anybody else is seeing. It's that connection. It's really crazy.
crazy. Like I said, I'm just jealous that I can't do it. That no one's paying for my OnlyFans, so I'm not signing up.
It's one step closer to being like closer to you.
Yeah. Imagine the virtual reality stuff in like 10 years, man. This stuff is going to seem like far cry. But I think that's cool, though. My point was that I think it's really cool that I think that people identify, maybe like you said, you have this one lane and and you've been beating it for a long time, right, into people's heads, too. It's like, okay, cool. I can show a whole new dynamic of myself. Because no one's the same all the time, right? So, yeah, cool. You work out, you do great, too, but you have another part of your life, right?
Correct.
You're in a relationship, you like to have fun. And, like, I think the same premise of this podcast where it seems weird to, like, schedule a time to talk with your friends and put microphones in there and learn something, but thinking about your coaching thing too, if you were able to sit down with one person and learn something from them every single week over an entire year, and you didn't do a podcast, you just did it for yourself, you would digest so much knowledge, you would learn so much more, you become a better person in general, right, too? With your relationship, like, hey, let's plan to do something. There's nothing wrong with planning to make a skit or planning to do something fun. It's just like a date night or anything else,
Correct.
too. And it keeps you active, and it keeps you needing to, like, identify new things and try new stuff and be creative. Otherwise, things get super complacent. So I think just the idea of doing those things, even if you put them on social media or not, becomes awesome. And you guys obviously have. Most people can't do that, by the way. Most people can't do joking videos
Fuck
like that.
no.
And we
Yeah.
actually
You know
we
what
do
I'm saying?
schedule them. Like today, we're like, how many are we knocking out today?
You should.
Yeah, we
100%.
do. We schedule.
Wake
like
up,
a job,
honey!
yeah.
It's TikTok
Yeah.
time. Damn it,
Babe, I'm coming home and we're making TikToks.
When my birthday came, she made like a reel of all of our videos, and you can kind of go back and be like, damn, we were having a good ass time. And it was
Yeah,
just
that's cool.
making-
It's awesome.
It was just making stupid videos.
A nice highlight video. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
like
tight.
some of our funniest laughs together were just making videos.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Which is such a weird thing. And like COVID's actually made our relationship better, which is weird because we already spend fucking every second together.
Yeah.
You know, like this is probably in the last 3 weeks, probably the farthest I've been away from her.
Hey, do you guys like?
Sorry for taking him for an hour.
Yeah, sorry.
Just FYI, apologies.
Do you like Vegas more than California?
You know, when I moved out of Cali, it was more so to get away from the people that were there. I wanted to like start something fresh. I'm introverted now as I've gotten older, and I don't have to have a ton of friends. I can stay home all day.
Bro, I don't have any friends.
Yeah, like I don't.
Well, I kick it at my house all the time. I don't go anywhere.
Yeah, same. I'm the same.
Yeah.
My girl's a little bit more like, she started working at the country bar because she likes being outgoing and doing those things. And I could be like, nah, I don't need to talk to nobody. I'll stay in my little circle and make money here and do my marketing and all that stuff. So the location change wasn't a huge factor for me. The beach, I never went. So I'm like, why do I need it? You know, my family's there. If I need to, you know, go down there to visit them or whatever, I'm in Cali. Cool. But no, I love it here. And you said, you save with taxes too.
Yeah.
Vegas is cool too. Like I grew up on the East Coast. I went to college in Oregon. I actually lived in Europe for a little bit too. And Vegas is fun. What you'll see after you leave here too is at least it's a city where people want to come.
Correct.
So the people that you do give a shit about, how very few they might be, they actually want to come and see
They're gonna
you
come
for
here
some reason,
sometime.
right?
Yeah, I felt like the
Which is
randoms
great.
that I didn't see would come here and be like, yo, I'm in Vegas. And I'm
Like
like,
if you
oh, shit.
move back to Jersey, you never see anyone that you
No,
fucking get.
And you'll freeze.
Yeah.
No.
But now that you're in Vegas, everyone's want to come see
Yeah,
you, which is great, which I liked about living here too, because I felt like everyone from all my pockets
would
of
come
different
here.
lives, I'll eventually see them, right? Whether it's once a year, once every other year, I'll eventually get to see them and catch up, which is cool about living in Vegas. I think you said earlier too, you could move anywhere, so you know what I'm saying, appreciate you joining the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Vegas isn't so
No,
bad.
yeah, I mean, I definitely never would have thought I'd move to Vegas. And another thing too is I know fitness is big here. You know, so when
capital.
I came here for the expos, we always went to the dopest gyms. You know, City Athletic when it was open, and all these other crazy gyms. So it was another factor of like moving to a place that I felt had a lot of spice and still build up for fitness too, because I feel like it's coming up even more. You know, when we first moved here, a lot of people were like, "Man," the movers were like, "We're getting a lot of people from California moving here." So it seems like it's up and coming. You know, we got the stadium now and all that kind of stuff. So I just like the vibe out here. You know?
No, definitely.
And like I said, I don't associate myself with like the industry people. So those people are two different things than what I am. You know, people like yourself. All my other friends do the same thing that I said. Like you said, sit at home and do nothing. You know?
Vegas is a big place though, but Vegas has been fun. After you've talked to a lot of people, everyone has a different version of Vegas for themselves too. It used to be kind of one narrow lane. Now it's everything, right? And everyone just has their own small little version of what they think Vegas is to them, which is cool. And obviously Vegas right now is no one's real Vegas. You know, we got a lot to change till we can get back to normalcy, but now I still love it. I'm not going anywhere.
No, I mean,
But we haven't had it as bad.
Now
as
we're the
everyone else
residency.
with COVID.
Yeah.
I feel like we've gotten like gyms have stayed open.
Yeah.
Did you see the new gym that had just opened that Ryan opened? Do you know Ryan?
One of my best friends,
Is
Ryan
it?
Diaz. Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my fraternity
That's my
brother.
home gym now.
College. Yeah, bro.
He's a crack up.
We got to have him on the podcast too, Ryan Diaz. We're coming for you.
Let's go. Lock it in.
Eat it, drink it, binge it, or what?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. So we do this segment every week called Eat It, Drink It, Binge It, where you pretty much give you a recommendation on something to eat, somewhere to go, something to eat, whatever you like, drink it, same thing, and binge it, whatever you're watching, whatever you like to read, whatever it is that you think that all the listeners need to consume.
So for the drink it, what is it mainly alcohol?
No, whatever you
No,
want.
nope.
Nope.
Whatever
Whatever you want,
Whatever you
bro.
want.
We'll let you go last.
Shit,
so you have
I don't
some
got no
time.
drinks to give you.
All right, we'll start,
Devin doesn't drink for the people listening.
yeah, we'll start with low this time. What do you got?
So I literally just got back from New York this morning, New York, New Jersey. So all my stuff's gonna be New York, New Jersey stuff.
Traveling low.
This
So
guy,
my Eat
jet
It-
set low, everybody.
So my Eat It, I ate this place called Norita. It's like Hawaiian food, but it's kind of like upscale Hawaiian food is really dope. So I had the Kahlua pig and cabbage, which is fire, smoked pork, shredded cabbage in there, and then it comes up with like a fried egg on top. Ooh. Insane.
Okay.
And it was in like the East Village. It was fire. So if you go in there, and it's literally like a hole in the wall too. So if you're like, you know how like New York looks, right? Everything is like a box in this little corner. You don't even know what it is until you actually walk in the door. Fire spot, Norita in the East Village. That's my Eat It. If you're ever in Men.
I like it.
I like it. I'll go next.
Gotta go all the way to New York for that. All right.
So
All my stuff's gonna be New York. So next time you're in New York.
Low's gonna be strictly New York focused. My girl's mom, who's full Korean, came over to the house, cooked some bulgogi fried rice, but she brought these little Korean candies from the Korean supermarket.
You love those Asian candies,
Bro, I love all that shit. They're ginger candies.
Ginger?
It's real ginger, not like a ginger ale. It's like real ginger
So, like,
candy.
it's like burned your throat a little?
It's kind of spicy, bitter, but it's bomb. Nothing's in English on the package except for ginger.
We've been hot with the Asian market recommendations.
Bro,
the
Asian
last few
market,
weeks.
I'm just going to
Going
strictly shop at the
crazy.
Asian market now. So yeah, these ginger candies from the Korean market.
You know what the Devin name? No name.
It's a whole
Just
bunch
find
of
it, just-
Korean.
Is
and
this
it's-
in Vegas?
Yeah, Greenland Market on Spring Mountain.
Oh,
It's
I
have
the
no
Korean
idea.
market. It's fire.
When
Yeah,
I go
ginger
places
candies.
like that are out of Henderson is when I ask you for recommendations.
Yeah, right? right, so for your eat it, what are some of your favorite places in Vegas? Right.
So I'm so picky when it comes to my food. Like I eat the same thing, even when it comes to like cheat meals. So obviously In-N-Out, that's a
a
go-to.
cheat meal.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's Drew's permanent eat it.
Yeah, fire.
Those guys' pies.
Fire.
Dude, they know me. Like we order and they're like, Christina always orders like,
Yeah.
Christina? And I'm like, oh, that's bad. We can't go
From
there.
the Henderson one, the new one?
The new one, yeah.
got it,
Hey,
got
it's
it,
me
got it.
again.
Hey, it's me again.
I like the chicken fingers.
Oh, they're the best.
Bro,
they
so
cut
good.
them in house. They bread them
my-
in house. Yeah, it's like super
It
moist.
shits on Chick-fil-A.
Oh, way bomb.
Yeah.
Super bomb.
Where else do we like to eat? You know what's funny is you told me Tokyo Boys, but we didn't like it that much there.
Oh, damn, fuck me,
Surprisingly,
dude. Oh, my God.
We go to Oishi a lot.
Yes, that's all you can eat, though. Tokyo Boys isn't all you can
Yeah,
eat.
they are. They're expensive.
Yeah,
like
Tokyo
Oishi.
Boys is pricey, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Next time you go, I'll take you. Sit at the bar with me. I got you.
Okay.
Trust me.
There you go. That's what you have to do. We went to eat one time. That's the best
Trust
way to go.
me.
You know what Vegas needs though? I still haven't found like I liked what do you call it? Man, it's been so long since I've had it. What is it called? What's that ice cream? Wow, I feel bad that I don't remember it right now. In Cali that they have with the donut.
Afters
yes.
ice cream. Shout out
Oh,
to
yeah,
Andy. Shout out to Andy.
Shout out to. That's how long it's been since I used to go there, and Andy I'd be like, yo man, it's fucking packed here. It's 2-hour wait. He's like, just text me when you're here and come up to the thing, and he'd give me like free ones. I'm like, fuck all you in the line.
To know Andy.
right?
To know Andy.
Good old-
Yeah.
It's been so long, and that was my favorite place to go, and they don't have it here.
Yeah,
so
they
Andy
don't.
needs to step it up. No more Hello Kitty.
It's coming. It's coming to the Virgin.
Is it?
Hotel.
Yeah, it's coming.
See, it's a secret,
That's-
but it's coming.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's,
that was announced on the podcast.
Yeah,
Actually.
it was.
that's the only thing that here wise I haven't found like a dessert. I'm not a big ice cream place, so I know
sure.
you have your custard place.
Nah, fuck that place.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Moved on.
Yeah.
Moved
Yeah,
on.
I'm
Yeah.
behind. Okay, fuck that place.
fuck that place.
Now I can really tell you how I felt about it. It was trash. But I'm not a big ice cream person like that. I like the like extra stuff. So
For sure.
that donut ice cream mix was just bomb. So
Eater.
haven't found a place out here that I'm like obsessed with.
No, Afters is dope. I
I like
that.
it.
But yeah, those are pretty much my go-tos.
We were talking about Poke last time too, and after we did, I had to go to Kahuku Poke. That's
your
the
spot.
best one.
Yeah, OG.
That's the best
OG.
one. The OG from Hawaii. They make the best place. Same thing too. When you walk in there too, they know me and they're so
That's the
fucking
best.
and they're so nice. And they obviously had a rough time through COVID too. So they're just everyone who comes in, they're so thankful. They want to help you out. They want like they have good food and the stuff is always
What do you get?
super high quality. Just the classic shoyu poke.
Okay.
See, I'm gonna show you poke guy too. I don't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like the spicy poke.
Yeah. No, and my wife does. I want the green onions in there too. But my wife hates onions.
Oh,
too.
green
So
onions
I know.
all day.
And I gotta get it separate.
Damn
I
it,
gotta get
Melissa.
separate. 1
Damn.
pound for me, 1 pound for her. You know? Fuck it. But yeah, that's the spot. What do you got? What are you drinking?
All right, drink it. I drank probably 8 of these the other night. 0 margarita, so it's like a skinny margarita at Cafe Clover in Greenwich
Your
Village.
figure looks great for sure. You know.
You look like you've been sipping on skinny margaritas.
All I have to do, literally,
up,
in
bro?
New York, all you can do literally is eat and drink until 11 o'clock, and that's your whole day. So literally drinking these margaritas, it's reposado tequila, kumquat liqueur, and fresh lime.
Say that
that's
again?
some fancy.
Kumquat liqueur.
Wow, that's fancy.
Kumquat.
Yeah, that's fancy.
The fuck is kumquat?
Banana's way easier. You know?
What is kumquat,
Banana's
bro?
way
That's
easier.
what thank you, Majiggies.
No, I know.
But yeah, I was killing those. And shout out to David Rabin. That's his spot. It was a good spot.
Bomb. That sounds actually fire. I had these up. My little brother put me on. So Corona beer, but Corona has a different. It's Corona La Familiar. It's the darker bottle. It's a brown bottle of Corona with a gold label.
I've never seen it.
Corona
Never
La
seen it.
Familiar. It's got a way different taste. Pop a little lime in that bitch. You're
Is the
good.
short stubby guy?
No.
That's like Modelo, but so does it look like that?
It's
The short
you know
stubby
what?
guy.
I don't know if it's darker than the regular Corona, maybe slightly, but it's got a slightly bolder taste. If that makes any fucking
Nice.
sense.
God, it does.
Yeah.
But baby bro, Corona La Familiar, fire.
All right.
All right.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking non-alcoholic?
You can plug anything. You can plug pre-workout, whatever you want.
So with dieting, I stick to Diet Dr. Peppers. Those
Okay.
because I drink Dr. Pepper on the regular. If I was like cheating or having a cheat day or whatever, so I drink those, and then Gatorade Zero.
Ooh, I fucking love Gatorade.
You know what's
Zero.
funny is I've been drinking those a lot, and I don't even like the regular Gatorade anymore.
Oh, really?
I drink it, I'm like, it doesn't taste good to me. So those are my 2 go-tos for like dieting and stuff. But I mean, if I'm not dieting, I just stick to the soda because I don't have it often, so
Sure.
I just splurge with that.
And Dr. Pepper's the one.
Dr. Pepper's the one.
Do you get Dr. Pepper?
I saw,
at
I
In-N-Out?
saw a hilarious
Yes.
TikTok where they called Dr. Pepper barbecue water, and I fucking laughed for
Barbecue water.
barbecue water? So
What?
Hey, funny side note though, you see that guy that sings in the Dr. Pepper commercial? The guy that's like, it's a sweet one.
Oh yeah.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay.
Who is it?
Did you? I know you guys watched American Idol. I know all of you watched the beginning
course,
ones.
of course.
That's Justin, bro.
Shut the
No,
fuck up.
with the
Is it
curly
really?
hair?
Yes.
Is
No,
it really?
That's Google that shit. That's
Really?
Justin.
What?
the guy who lost to Kelly Clarkson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just getting royalties.
Yeah, just
nonstop.
collecting. I wonder
He
how
was
much
like
makes.
50-50, get superstardom or Dr. Pepper singing guy.
Oh
Holy shit!
That
Coin
is
flip
him.
backstage.
Next time it's on, zoom in on that bitch. It looks just like him.
Wait, it looks like him or it is him?
It is him. It looks like
Okay.
him. So I Googled it, and sure enough, it was him. I said, "Yo, that's Justin, babe. That's Justin." And she's like, "No, Justin who?" I'm like, "Justin Kelly." And then she's like, "No." And I was like, "Watch, I'm gonna Google it." Showed it up. Boom. There he is.
Also, Devin Physique, side note, huge American Idol fan.
You think they air that during like
Yeah,
Kelly
when we
Clarkson's
do-
like talk show? You know what I'm saying? Like he gets one spot and she has the whole show. That's tough.
Well, when we get to the shows, it might be close enough.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. There you go, dude.
Wait,
All right,
just
well,
wait.
after I'm going more alcohol route. He can have all the Dr Pepper. Justin Wines. Have you had Justin Wines before?
Bro, isosceles, come on,
yeah,
dog.
sausage is hot, but the regular sausage is expensive, right? So if you can drink like $120, $150 bottle of wine.
Jeff's rich,
Yeah,
so he's
but I don't drink
$100.
sausage every time. Too. Like the regular
$40
cab,
salads and shit.
No, yeah, the regular cab is like $25, $30. Super good. We just bought a whole landslide of them the other day too for the house. Justin Wines,
Going crazy.
Go to one too. All about the wines. I mean, ever
Yeah.
since COVID
Yeah.
started, my wine consumption.
Huge wine guy.
It's Ambrose or red wine. That's pretty much all I fuck.
Did I mention Jeff's rich?
Yeah, for
okay,
sure,
cool,
for
cool,
sure.
cool.
Slowly but surely.
$30 bottles on the daily. That's my daily. My daily's Apothic Red, $8.
Yeah, dude, I would rather pay than I get so bad. If I drink wine that I don't really like, I get the most terrible headaches. Like no fun. It makes the drunk absolutely worthless.
You just knows how much it is every time it goes down. It's like, oh, I don't like this.
Trash, garbage.
Did
All right,
you, ever,
what do
did
you
you
got?
guys ever drink those in high school? The bags.
Yeah, box
Yeah,
wines.
bro.
The
Box wine?
slap
Oh
bags.
man.
Box
Hell
wines
yeah.
were fire,
They got,
bro.
they got like high quality ones now.
Yeah, they're super
Francia.
sweet.
Francia, slap that bag.
Francia,
Yes.
yeah.
Slap the bag,
Slap
baby.
the bag, bro.
So I was,
man.
frat life.
These kids don't know. They don't
Kids
know.
don't fucking know,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, we're just White Claw life.
Yeah, they're drinking,
Yeah,
drinking
for sure.
5% White Claw.
Yeah,
what are
come
you,
on.
fucking 12?
All right, what are you binging, Lo? What are you watching?
Binging. So I'm actually doing brands. 2 brands that I've been binging.
Okay.
One is Scotch and Soda, so a brand out of Amsterdam.
Scotch
Yeah,
and
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, you can dress it up, dress it
I
down.
got a hot bathing suit from Scotch and Soda. Hot.
A hot one?
Yeah.
A 2-piece? 1-piece?
You'll see when you see it. You know what I mean?
And Adidas.
Okay.
Adidas. So my buddy.
Small brand.
Small brand. But my buddy is one of the Adidas guys on the East Coast, and he took us into the Adidas shop and was like, "Hey guys, let me show you why our brand is still dope." It was dope. Like I got a bunch of workout gear, so you're gonna see me in the 3 stripes for
a long
the rest
time.
of the summer, probably.
You're sponsored.
Is it stripes over checks or checks over stripes?
It's always checks over stripes.
There you go. Boom. Had to
Just
throw it
saying,
in there.
but I'm wearing a bunch of Adidas now.
There you
because
go.
It's comfortable.
Wow.
Shit looks good, and
Support your homies and support
Support
your
the
homies.
homies.
There you go.
Well, Lo also has homies at Nike, so
I have a lot of homies at Nike. I have one homie at Adidas.
support your homie.
I got to give him some love.
Your
man. I gotta
homie.
give him some love.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
I'm binging. You guys know I love the trash. It's already been one of my binges, but
He watches the worst shit.
the worst reality TV at home.
That's all he watches.
Selling Sunset, brand new season on Netflix.
It's great.
I binged the whole fucking season, bro.
Already?
It was like eight gone, bro. It came out.
It's
gone.
like 2% real estate and 98%
Drama.
No, yeah, it's 99% drama, 1% houses.
I feel like I don't know if I said this last one too. I feel like because Melissa started watching it too, is like it's the
From my recommendation.
it's no for earlier than that. I wish it's like the trial version before like Real Housewives of the city.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like the younger version, like they're trying out for like that show for later.
Yeah,
100%.
It's the same producer as The Hills and Laguna Beach, so it's complete drama.
They're killing it. They
with
already
a-
cranked out 3
It's
seasons.
pretty
I
much
don't
like
even
The
know
Bachelor.
Yeah, without the competition aspect, but yeah, the girls fight,
Yeah.
drama. It's strictly drama infused with a little bit of real estate. So that's what I'm binging. That's what I binged. It's done. So
how. Okay, it's a wrap.
Sheesh.
Okay.
Devin, what are you binging? dog?
So we're talking about like Netflix stuff.
No, whatever you want.
Yeah,
a
whatever
book,
whatever you're
Netflix, a
into right
podcast,
Yeah.
TikTok, whatever the fuck
Besides
you're
TikTok,
binging.
you
dog.
know, we know.
I don't really binge on anything.
Yeah, you're not watching anything right now. The hot show
the
right
last
now.
the last 2 things that I binged on, and I was super late on both of them, was Walking Dead
Okay.
and what's that other one that everyone was watching? I already forgot.
Breaking
it.
Bad?
No, the one where what was it called?
Must have been fantastic.
Great
Bro, I
show,
binged these,
dude.
Like we were watching them every night. and I
Walking
swear-
Dead, there's like
no.
10,
What's the
20
one that
seasons.
everyone was talking about?
Game of Thrones.
Yes, Game of
Oh
Thrones.
yeah, that's my
Wow,
shit.
that was
is
just
my
a
shit.
one
See,
shot.
I've never watched any Game of Thrones.
Really?
Whoa, fuck you guys.
Dude,
first
Game of
all.
Thrones.
You know,
I'm a
I said the
fucking
same
nerd.
thing when it was
Yeah.
going on. I didn't watch it till they were in the second to last episode of the
It's
last
amazing.
season.
You
Was
watched
it
the whole
good? Was it
thing?
good?
So yeah,
Really?
And I don't. I'm not. My girl's always trying to get me to watch these fucking shows like that. That dude that did the whole Lions shit. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna watch that.
Oh,
trash.
Tiger
Hey,
King?
Tiger King was fire.
No, see, like I won't. You can't pay me. I didn't like
Yeah.
the Epstein thing. Like there's certain. I only like certain ones.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the Epstein didn't draw me in. You know. I don't know. Did you guys?
Yeah, I
watch
like
it?
that.
we
Yeah,
watch
I
it.
love the trash.
We talk about
though.
that shit
I
all the
love the
time.
trash.
So for some reason, yeah, that one got me.
You love
so
Game
did
of
The
Thrones?
Walking Dead.
Fuck.
I was watching it like over like multiple shows a day.
Yeah, you got to watch Game of Thrones from the very beginning.
Yeah, my binge is now Game of Thrones.
Yeah, no, I did,
You
but
know
the homie, he got his head cut off, and I thought he was like the main character in the first
He
episode.
is. That's what makes it so.
And then I was like,
fucking
"What the
crazy.
fuck
You
is
think
this?"
he's the main one.
Yeah, you think so? It's gonna always.
You know
happen.
those binges where you stay up till like 12 the next day and you're like, man, I haven't slept. Yeah, I was like that.
Bro, it's sunny out.
Yeah.
It's lunchtime, dude.
You have to.
I'm sober.
All right, I'll do it, guys. All right, I'll do it.
I want that in writing for sure. No
Game
more.
of Thrones.
No more
Game of
trash.
Thrones is the one. That's the only thing I nerded out about is Game of Thrones.
And I was
Yeah.
super anti Game of Thrones. So
All right, if Devin,
shot.
all right,
All right, with
Frenchie game and Game of Thrones.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but obviously Disney Plus.
Yeah.
We subscribe to it too, and they announced that they are doing a reboot of the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, I love
up.
those.
with like new new like actors and everything.
Yeah, new actors and everything too. Obviously, because I don't think Joshua Jackson might be a little bit older
Emilio
now.
Estevez,
Yeah,
dude.
So Emilio Estevez is coming back, and he's the premise is that somehow he's gonna like be like this old guy, and he's like next door or something like that. So
He's
he
the
comes
guy
back
with
to
the
coaching or
skate.
whatever.
Yeah,
too.
it's like the old school stuff.
Yeah. So, but we threw it back and watched D3 the other night too because I was so freaking pumped about Mighty Ducks. We threw on D3 again. So
D3?
Watch the Mighty Ducks trilogy to prep for the reboot coming for Disney
D3
Plus.
when they go to the prep school?
Yeah, Seton Hall. Seton Hall. That was a dope one.
Yeah. Warriors.
Seton Hall, bro. The Warriors.
Warriors, baby. So that's my budget. Guys, thank you as always. This was amazing. Amazing episode 2. Instagram at The Residency Pod. Make sure to go subscribe on Apple. Check us out on Spotify too. Leave us those 5 stars on Apple.
Yes.
My man, thank you for coming
Thank
here.
you,
today.
guys.
This was
Hey,
an
Plug
awesome
your
time,
plug your
dude.
channels. Where can
Yeah,
people
let's go.
follow
They find
you?
you
Just
at?
Devin Physique for everything.
They are
Pretty simple.
for sure.
Easy.
Devin
got 'em all.
Physique.
Devin
The
Physique.
brand.
I was the creator of the Physique name.
All right, anytime new platforms come out, we gotta secure Devin Physique.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it.
Just get it real quick.
Yeah, so far no one's taken my shit on anything. I've never had to like subscribe to something like TikTok, whatever, and be like, oh shit, my name's taken. So that's good.
That's good.
So we'll see you on Triller then.
See you on Triller.
All right, guys.
know
we'll
it's
see-
you.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, man. I appreciate it.
Thank
Later,
you, man.
guys.
Bye, guys.